This is a $10 million Los Angeles modern mansions with one of the best backyards we have ever seen. It's got views of the Hollywood sign, interior plant life, 2 movie theaters, and so many other things. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe for more house tours, and a huge thank you to Oliver Thornton for allowing us to do this tour for him. And now, let's get started. We are here today in the Outpost Estates here in Los Angeles, California, about to tour this impressive modern construction home right here. Looking up at the exterior, you can see we've got so much beautiful foliage here. You've also got some upper level foliage, which is featured in your upper balcony. And of course, we're gonna see that later on in the tour. You've got access into your private office and also side yard access into the backyard. Also right over here, you've got your gated 2-car driveway leading into the garage. You've also got a unique ridge wooden panel detail on the garage door, which further extends up to the top of the property. You've got some exterior wall sconces, also more impressive foliage throughout. You get a really cool kind of tropical vibe here looking at the exterior. Now coming up, you've also got an exterior seating area, and you actually have this glass panel pivot door with a very interesting double deadbolt system to lock your door. And you can see the deadbolts actually directly go into this piece of stone. So that has got to be one of the most secure lock systems I've ever seen. This home is very, very private and safe, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, we've just made it into the grand entry. We've got a gorgeous light fixture, and off to my left, we've got the private office access, and we're gonna see that later. But before we do see it, I wanna first bring you here into your family room. It's staged with contemporary furniture all throughout. You've got that drop ceiling detail with the LED strip lighting extending across this entire section, giving you that extra character, and I like that feature a lot. It wraps nearly the entire perimeter of the space. Also, you've got the high ceilings, and on the far side of the room, you've got the beautiful marble detail which goes from the floor all the way up to the ceiling. You've got the linear gas fireplace in the section as well. Imagine relaxing here in this living room, getting some work done by the fire, listening to the water feature, looking out at the mountain views. I just couldn't imagine anything more perfect. Now, over on my right, that's where we have the private office space, which has exterior access to that seating area. It's also got a full-size bathroom with beautiful finishes and a glass-enclosed walk-in shower space. And if we continue down through here, you've got some floating cabinetry here, which is indeed all soft closing. You've got some upper shelving details with the ambient lighting, beautiful space overall. And on my right, we've got a guest bedroom, but we're gonna wait and see that in just a bit. First things first, I want to take you down right here. We've got your floating staircase, which takes you up to floor 2 and to the top level, the private rooftop. And we're going to see those sections later. Also, you've got beautiful interior plant life, which just adds so much character to the home. Now also, you can see we've got a beautiful exterior waterfall with the bright LED lights right here. Really sets the tone and adds a nice mood to the space, adds the pop of color to the inside of the house here as well. Also, it's really nice because you can close up the sliding stackable doors and still see that waterfall when you're relaxing in here. Now, Let's continue down here to my right-hand side. This leads us into the first guest bedroom that we will be seeing for the home. You've got the contemporary staging in here as well, closet storage in front of me, and you've got the exterior door, which directly leads you to that waterfall and further takes you to the backyard, which we'll see later, so make sure to stick around. But let's continue down, and this is your ensuite bathroom, which has got the floating vanity, mirror above with the 3D tile work going all the way up to the ceiling, LED backlit mirror in here, and you've got the glass enclosed walk-in shower section, which is really unique because it actually has this massive window cutout, which looks out to your impressive waterfall with the LED light strips. And this space also has that 3D tile work even up above on the ceiling right there. Pretty cool detail. Now let's head outside of the section. We've got your media closet, and you've got a powder room inside of here with the unique wallpaper surrounding the space. You've also got your massive floating vanity here, completely crafted with stone. You've got the sloped sink right here, massive mirror, and the open shelving down below too, ideal for storing all your towels. Now let's head out here. On my left, you've got your laundry room, which has space for 2 appliances and a sink. And next to that, we've got access into the 2-car garage. Now let's continue our tour right here. Also, next to your floating staircase, you have one of those iPads that I mentioned to you earlier, which controls everything inside the home, the security system, the climate, the lighting, and the music that you can be playing throughout the entire property. Pretty cool detail. Now in front of me, we've got the kitchen and we've got the formal dining room table separated by a beautiful fireplace. But before we talk about these sections in detail, I want to take you down here to my left-hand side. This is the second guest bedroom that we do have for this first level. More contemporary staging is shown throughout. And also here in front of me, we've got your massive walk-in closet section, complete with all of your necessary built-ins, and all of the cabinetry in here is soft closing. This is pretty awesome, especially for a guest bedroom. I'd love to be the guest at this house if my friends owned it. This is pretty remarkable. Now down the hall, we've also got some built-in cabinetry, and we've got access into the ensuite bathroom for that guest bedroom. You've got the floating vanity, you've got the glass enclosed walk-in shower space, which is nicely tinted with this dark glass detail. We haven't seen that before, but I like that a lot. You've got the 3D tile work inside of the shower, floating bench seating, and you get some natural light from this clear story window right above me. Now let's head outside of the section, back out here. We're led into the formal dining room, which has seating for 8. You've got a gorgeous light fixture above the section and the ceiling cutout, which has those LED strip lights surrounding the space. It's very open concept. I can see straight to my living room and to my entry. And then when you slide back all of these glass doors, you're directly let out to the backyard. And that's got to be one of my most favorite backyards that we have literally ever seen. You can probably hear the water features going right now. We're going to wait. We're going to show you that in just a bit. Also, it's got a basketball court with crazy views. But let's continue down through this section. We've got access into the well-appointed kitchen, which has the stone countertops with the waterfall edge. You've got breakfast bar seating for up to 4 of your guests here at the countertop. 3 shaded light fixtures above the space. You've got the integrated flat screen TV wrapped with the stone detail. And like I mentioned, on the other side of this divider, you actually have a built-in fireplace, which you can enjoy from your dining room table. But let's continue. Let's talk about the inner workings of the kitchen. You've got this natural wooden tone, which is shown throughout the entire space. Nice, light, bright, and minimalist. Right over here, you've got access into your refrigerator. It's designed by Sub-Zero. They make the best fridges in the game, I promise. And then on my left, you've got your freezer section, all nicely paneled. You can barely tell that it's there. Now continuing through, you've got your wooden paneled upper cabinetry and lower all throughout. One more time, it is indeed soft closing. You've got your stainless steel sink on my left with the brass fixtures. Marble backsplash matches the countertops all throughout. On my right, you've got a Viking integrated microwave with the 6-burner stovetop to the right of that, and you don't have a massive hood above this space. Instead, the hood is actually mounted inside of the countertop, so you press a simple button and it comes up like magic. It's pretty crazy. Now also up above, I wanted to mention this detail. You've got the perimeter cutout drop ceiling with the integrated LED light strips. Here on my right, you've got your paneled pantry section with some additional uppers, and then right over here, Gaggenau double oven setup, one right there and another one right down below. I love how these oven doors open up to the side as opposed to downward. Really cool. Now continuing through, next to me, you've got your Gaggenau espresso machine for those early mornings. All of these top of the line appliances are just nicely integrated, surrounded by the rest of your cabinetry. Also here to my left, you've got the Sub-Zero wine storage space with the pull-out racks, and you can store wines at 2 different temperatures inside of the section. Now let's continue our tour, and that actually concludes the first floor of the home. Now we have to go outside and check out the backyard, then level 2, then level 3, so let's do it. We have just made it down to the gorgeous backyard. From this staircase, you were immediately greeted with this covered patio section with a seating area. Over to my right, you've got the outdoor kitchen, bar seating for 3 at this waterfall edge countertop. Inside of here, you've got your exterior TV, stainless steel custom cabinetry throughout. It's all weatherproof, so in case it rains, you don't have to worry. None of your exterior appliances will get damaged. You've got your outdoor stainless steel barbecue. That is extremely heavy. Next to that, outdoor sink, built-in refrigeration, and you've got your very own ice maker with ice already included. That's pretty cool. Now in front of me, that's the side yard, which has that water feature. And if we continue down, also if you look above, this shaded section has some built-in heaters. In case it gets cold on a winter evening, you don't have to worry. You can sit out here and feel that heat. Now in front of me, we've got the impressive pool space, several seating sections, hot tub, and basketball court. But before we see those spaces, I gotta take you here into the secret room. How crazy is this? This secret room is actually a private movie theater. It's only accessible through that secret door. Really cool space overall. You've got the double tiered seating in here. Baseboard details wrap the entire room. You've got the wall sconces and the projector up above. Also, ceiling cutout with the LED light strips. And of course, you've got the massive screen with the custom cabinetry displayed below. It's also pretty soundproof in here as well, and it's nicely carpeted all throughout. Now let's take a turn outside of here, close this up, and that literally doesn't even look like a door. That's crazy. Now follow me down here. This is the main event. This is your remarkable pool area, complete with 8 different water features which jet down into the pool, creating this resort-style experience when you're out here. Just take a look at how cool this thing is. I mean, seriously. Also, you've got the massive Baja shelf. We've currently got 2 staged pool chairs in there. You can probably add a couple more. Hang out halfway in the water, listen to the water feature, look out at the impressive mountain views. Now right here, you also have 3 outdoor beds surrounded by more beautiful foliage. Imagine taking a nap out here, waking up, looking at the pool, looking at the mountain views. I just couldn't imagine anything more peaceful. Now on my right-hand side, you've got some additional staged pool chairs, outdoor beds, seating sections as well for dining, and you've got the massive hedge right here as well, providing tons of privacy. None of your neighbors can see into this property whatsoever. It is extremely private. And if we look right here, you get the views of the beautiful modern architecture. I'm a huge fan of this home. Now let's continue down. We've got your nicely integrated hot tub with more tile work surrounding the space. You can probably sit like 10 people in this hot tub. It's the size of some community hot tubs. Very cool. It also doubles as a water feature and it flows nicely into your pool. If we continue down the steps right here, you've got a fire pit, and this space is actually a second water feature. So you've got the water going right behind the fire, plus your other jet water features. Looking at the exterior architecture, this is impressive. And I also wanted to highlight that you have this massive lot, which is extremely rare, not only for the Outpost Estates, but just for Los Angeles in general, especially to be perched up on the hillside with this large of a backyard is literally unheard of. And we've also got direct views of the Hollywood sign. This is just a one-of-one home. It's absolutely incredible. And we still have so many more things to see. Now, here's another fire pit that we have for the outdoors, surrounded by more seating sections. And if we continue down through here, you've got your illuminated exterior steps. Over here on my left, this is your second outdoor barbecue with the stainless steel sink next to that. This might be the first backyard we've seen that has two barbecues, but that's pretty crazy. Let's continue down. The views of the exterior look remarkable, more foliage throughout. You've got some additional seating sections in front of me, and we got to talk about this right here. So this right here is going to be your outdoor movie theater. You've got a spot up above for a projector. Imagine watching movies outdoors here at nighttime by the fire, looking out at the hillside views. This backyard is so perfect and just one of my favorites that we've ever seen. Now we've got this massive turf area, which I cannot stress enough is so rare to have here up in the Hollywood Hills, especially with these views. Now, before we talk about the covered off gym, seating section, and pool bathroom, I want to take you down to this very special area. So once again, we've got an outdoor dining table, which has seating for 8, but let's talk about the views for just a minute right here. First of all, you've got the San Gabriel Mountains in the distance, then the iconic Hollywood sign, then the Griffith Observatory, and further down to my left, we've got downtown Los Angeles. You can see all of the beautiful foliage. And now let's talk about this right here. So you've got this massive half basketball court right here. Imagine shooting hoops, looking out at these views right here. I just cannot stress this enough. This is unheard of in Los Angeles. You can play basketball, looking at the views, and still have so much more backyard to work with and to entertain with. It's so impressive. Now, you've got the beautiful plant life around me, and you can see this actually goes a lot further down, and this is actually your private garden. It's accessible via the stairs here on my left. So that again just goes to show how massive your lot is and how they've utilized every single inch of this lot. It is truly remarkable. Now let's continue our tour. Down in front of me, we've got your covered off exterior gym. We've got some stationary bicycles right here. You've got a beautiful living wall, and you've got some stage dumbbells as well. If you want to wake up early morning, watch the sunrise, get your exercise in, get your yoga in, this is the spot to do it. Now let's continue down. Here on my right, you've got your pool bathroom, and this just is not any pool bathroom. This is massive. You've got the custom cabinetry on the floating vanity, and you've got your massive shower here, wrapped with the tile work going all the way up to the ceiling right here. Very spacious for a pool bathroom. This could cut it for some primary bathrooms, but we're just here on the outdoors. Now let's continue through. You've got another covered seating section with more living walls right here. Views of the exterior architecture, the pool, the seating areas, the illuminated steps. This backyard truly has it all, and I think it's one of my most favorites that we've ever seen. But That's it for the outside. Let's go back and check out floor 2 and then the roof. Coming up your floating staircase, we have just made it up to the 2nd level of the home. Behind me, you've got some interior plant life with the baseboard details, and you've got some picture windows looking out to your outdoor waterfall. Pretty cool feature. Now you've got the beautiful chandelier above me, and this staircase takes you up to the private rooftop, which we're gonna see later. But before we do, let's take a left-hand turn down this private hallway. This space leads you into one of 2 primary bedroom suites on this level. That's right, you have 2, which is honestly unheard of. You can see you've got the drop ceiling detail surrounding the perimeter of the room, massive space, contemporary furniture is staged throughout, and also, let's talk about this right here. So you've got your Fleetwood pocket sliding doors, which take you out to this private shared balcony. You've got access into the other bedroom, which of course we'll see in a bit, but this provides you with some of the best views in all of Los Angeles. You've got downtown LA in the distance. I can also see the Hollywood sign from right here too, which is so amazing. I love how private and tropical this area feels. It's surrounded by the foliage, and you've also got the covered off section here. So this outdoor patio is perfect for entertaining or just relaxing after you get up in the morning. Now, before we see that other bedroom on my left, let's continue down through here. You've got your built-in fireplace with the TV above, and you actually have a second private patio right here with more staged seating sections. You've got the living wall, and you've got some of the best views in all of Los Angeles, the iconic Hollywood sign and the mountains there in the distance, and of course, your beautiful pool space. Now let's continue down. On my left, we've got your massive walk-in closet space with all of your necessary built-ins and the light fixture above. And if we continue down this private hallway, this leads you into one of 2 primary bathrooms. Right here, you can first see beautiful freestanding tub with this stone detail, and it's surrounded by even more stone details. Also, I like how you have to take a step to get up into the space. That step is also illuminated with these LED light strips. Beautiful section overall. Imagine taking a bath looking out at the Hollywood sign. I can promise you not many homes offer that feature. Now you've got a little seating section in the center of the room. In front of me, you've got one vanity which is floating off the ground. And then to my right, you've got another double vanity setup right here with fabricated sinks, custom cabinetry down below, which is indeed soft closing. This entire section is floating off the ground. You've got your mounted mirrors on either side with the shaded light fixtures. Also, drop ceiling cutout wraps the perimeter of this space once again. And if you take a look on my left, you've got a private water closet. The toilet's floating, and I like how it's nicely glass enclosed. Now, over here, you've got another glass enclosed section, but this one actually leads you into the massive walk-in shower with more stonework details lining the entire space, even mounted up above on the ceiling. You've got the massive rain head, bench seating, and your body spray. During the day, it gets a bunch of natural light. It's one of the nicest primary bathrooms I think we have ever seen. Now continuing down, we've got some closet storage on my right and cabinetry here on my left. And if we continue back down to my right and then to my left, we've got access into the second primary bedroom on this floor. This one has a little bit of a different vibe. You've still got the same contemporary staging, but on the back side of the wall, you've got your vertical wooden panel detail over here in front of me. And then once again, Fleetwood sliders pocket into the wall, revealing access to the private patio. Again, it's one of my most favorite patios we've seen, and it's got some of the best views ever, and you can see downtown LA every time you wake up. Now in front of me, you've got the mounted flat screen TV surrounded with more of this 3D tilework detail. Below that, built-in fireplace with some stonework. And if we take this set of stairs down below, we've got access into the primary bathroom. It's a very seamless transition in here too. I can literally look at my bed and then out to the patio. I can actually see downtown LA from this vantage point. That's pretty crazy. Now right here, you've got some custom cabinetry, floating vanity, single sink is fabricated with the mirror right above. And then here on my right, you've got the glass enclosed shower with the textured tile work all throughout, mounted rain head. You've got the built-in bench, water closet on my right. And then if we continue down through here, you've got your massive custom closet right here with all of your necessary built-ins. All of the cabinetry, once again, is soft closing. You've got the same light fixture in here that we saw in the last one. You can see it's still slightly under construction, but it's absolutely massive. It has space for every piece of clothing you could possibly imagine. Now let's continue outside of the space right here, and that actually wraps up our tour for this section. So let's go head upstairs and check out the roof. We have just made it up to the third and final level. Beautiful chandelier views, and of course you can see your floating staircase and that interior foliage. Now at the landing, you have a little coffee area. Maybe you can sit up here and relax. And then you've got your sliding glass door, which further takes you to your expansive rooftop deck. You've got built-in bar seating here for up to 4 of your guests. Gorgeous stone countertops with the waterfall edge. You're up here, you get the panoramic views of the entire city of Los Angeles, the hillside, of course the Hollywood sign, downtown LA in the distance, the Griffith Observatory, Lake Hollywood, and all of the foliage surrounding this section. Also up here, you have several staged seating sections. This one in particular can sit up to 8 of your guests. You're relaxing, you're eating a meal out here, overlooking the mountains and the Hollywood sign. And then if you come just a little bit down further through here, you get views of your backyard, your amazing pool section, and your palm trees. Now that's all for the tour today. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Also, huge thank you to Oliver for letting us in here and doing the tour for him, and we'll see you in the next tour.